These guys are out there every day, 24 hours a day. They're pounding the streets. They're either on EMS units, or they're on fire units, or they're on hazmat unit, or they're on a rescue truck.
Firefighters inherently will just take the garment and wear it, whether it has holes or not. They don't care. They'll go out and do their job. That's what they're here to do. They're here to do a job.
We had been neglecting something in the fire service that we should not have been neglecting, and that's care and use of PPE. Historically, we always kept our apparatus immaculately clean. We didn't think twice about testing fire hose and ground ladders, but for some reason, personal protective equipment never got much consideration as far as care and use.
Houston Fire is totally committed to keeping its firefighters safe, and this is one way that we do it, is by keeping our gear clean, keeping our gear safe, keeping it up to NFPA standards.
It's good to have that, is because you can catch something that could be problematic, that could result in the injury or death of a firefighter.
I think it's most important that the upper management of all fire departments accept and realize that proper care and maintenance of PPE is a value that the organization must have, and they need to support the people that are going to take on the challenge of seeing that the gear is properly maintained and inspected.
It's our job to make sure that they have the tools that they need to do those jobs with.
By having a program that takes that guesswork away, you have a scheduled program that the garment has to turn up and be inspected. It's kind of like a timeout. Let's take a look, because you're only as good as your protection.
It's important that you have consistency. This can't be something that's just passed on from one person to another person to take on this responsibility. And I think we're also seeing that some departments start out perhaps doing it in-house and realize what a major undertaking it is, and they've now opted to look at outside services to come in and look at the entire process of care and maintenance, and this includes inspections, testing, repairs, and having replacement gear available to the fire departments.
The reason I brought this is it gets back to gear cleaning again. The gentleman that wears this helmet, as you can see, it was white. It's a district chief's helmet. This guy just retired within the last few weeks. As you can see, his helmet's pretty burned up. He went into a lot of fires. He probably done some things he shouldn't do. He's a very aggressive firefighter, very aggressive district chief. He is, the reason he retired is he's got cancer. And he's a health nut, you know. He took care of himself, and who knows why he has this cancer. This cancer is going to take him early. Actually, he's gotten it in about 3 different places. But my point is we don't know how much of that came from contaminated gear. If you take a firefighter that goes to those extremes and doesn't get his gear cleaned properly, is this a cause of why we have firefighters dying of cancer today?